This is actually a thing. I'm actually doing this, okay. Let me just oh shit, bro. This is actually a thing. I am actually doing this. This is motherfuckers. I don't know why I'm doing this. Okay, don't ask, just and don't judge. I've been told that it's a good game, okay? That's literally the only reason. Okay, let's move on. By playing Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. What? Okay. Isn't this like some fucking just some anime shit, dude? Well, fits perfectly for me since I'm a weeb. This game is not suitable for children. Okay. How is this not suitable? Okay, I can see why it's not suitable for children. See here. Okay. Okay, it's good. Let's go. Please enter. Read. Ah, that's bad. It should be red. Okay, let's see. What is this about? Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is I don't know how to pronounce that. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. English, I can't speak. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Okay. But if she's going to chase me after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sire catch up with me. I overslept again. No, but you did, bitch. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Hey, you said that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, sorry. Okay. It's like such a fucking evil laugh. Oh, I forgot to read that. Oh no, I right-clicked. What did I do? Oh. As we draw near the streets, become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Red, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't even been looking. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. That's so mean. Sorry, I like to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content. When I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. What? That's actually me! What the fuck? I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you being a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Nah, don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school days is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Saru wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello! Sorry! You must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the class. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Thank you. You don't need to wait up for me if it makes you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sorry. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to the club. Meanie. Sorry, is vice president of the literature. I'm sorry, I'm being a retard. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and that Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Saru is really that much of an airhead or if he's cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for cupcake. I dejectedly follow Saru across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. Saru, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member's here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance in the room. Girl 1. Girl 1. Welcome to the Literary Club. It's a pleasure to meeting you. Sorori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Red, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Huh? All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredible cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Saru. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Saru says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girl. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Saru and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Red. Monika smiles sweetly, with the butt out and chest forward, always. Let me see how many people are judging me on Discord right now. No one yet. Okay, Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little You too, Monica. Come sit down, Red. We made a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me and me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sarah mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sarah. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sarah. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh wow! God. Oh, I'm just gonna... Left to fall to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like a little cat. The whiskers are drawn with icing and excuse me, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I know, dear, you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. You sure didn't take one. Tori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Tori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is so sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, so you said. Well, maybe, but not for you. You know, you. Dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri turns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. Not promises. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least joined tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literary club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here, but well, I haven't joined any clubs yet and started to seem happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make sure you'll feel right at home. Okay. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't say a lot of the politics around the major clubs. Sorry. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. I'm really tired today. 2 seconds, let me just my fireplace. I gotta check it out. 2 seconds, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, let's just read again. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these 3. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with the level of enthusiasm about literature. So Red, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with a finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerses me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For some as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eye dot over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sirius settles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not God. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. Has somebody judged me on Discord yet? Just waiting for the moment when somebody judges me. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them? Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You have writing experience too, Yuri. Maybe you should share some of your work and set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poem. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay! Just out of nowhere. Okay! I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri looks at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Red? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original couple of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sorry, you may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Redhead, you all, I'm definitely against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. That's it. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Red, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star, Monika, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Red, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sori and I never walked home together anymore. Because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! God. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sarui, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. The chance of change, but alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh, yeah. So who do we want to impress? Who should we impress? Monika, Natsuki, or Yuri? Who should I impress? Who should I impress? I don't know. Swimsuit. Let's go with a daydream. Daydream broken. Conversation, fear, love. Destiny, color. Defeat, lollipop. Misfortune. Romance. Universe. Kawaii, why not? Oh no, that's her. Oh fuck! I keep getting a right click if I move something. Adventure. Oh no! I don't want Yuri. I wanna go with Yuri. Hopeless. No! Anger. Oh. Vibrant. Yes. Ambient. Anime. Oh. We might as well go for Natsuki. Not a V. Hair. Smile. Oh. Aura. Anxiety. Determination. Oh. Wonderful. Oh. Eternity. Let's see. How will it be? Hi again, Red. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thank you for keeping your promise, Red. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Ah, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sorry you told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is swiftly defeated. Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry guys, Red always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Red become good friends too? Can become good friends. Sorry. As usual, Sorry seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sorry, me? Not really. Don't be shy, it's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sorry made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What did I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into a bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanna. This is how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Oh, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled, then I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sorry, Monica and are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chat. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sorry's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other club stuff. Well, we can't give in. The festival is our chance to show everyone that literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? You just need to find a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if you come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? After they come, you can do things to speak to the creative minds. What's this? What are you talking about? She's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Ah, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Ah, well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Ahaha, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. Oh, that works out perfectly. What? That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes is then. It is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I found myself smiling. In the end, Sori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Wah! I open my eyes to see Sori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so out loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, sorry. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, sorry, it's written all over you. Sorry, glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair, it's sticking all around. I run my fingertips down the side, trying to straighten it down. Man, you really need to brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar. Right there. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, sorry. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh god. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. It'll make me feel weird about it. Stupid. It's okay then. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful, the button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever button it, you would notice sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs get bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, look much better now. So, why does it feel strange to see Sorry's blazer buttoned up like that? That is so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sorry hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sorry puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let you do things like this. You take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. Hehehe. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. Well, how awkward would it be if Natsuki was just like standing in the fucking closet just looking at us? He's doing it again, sorry. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell you, but sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monika suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems you wrote now? Yay! Red, I can't wait to read yours. Oh, yes, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sorry still throws away to receive her poem. By the way, do you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait. Sorry and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sorry is on a wrinkled sheet of loose blue leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in the composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri will reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I share? Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. Yuri starts with the poem. A minute passes more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, so sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? Just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Oh, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really did notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in the new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once she refines her train of thought, it's as if her English totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a small poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together so properly the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and by learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for him, which itself is kind of funny. After all, it isn't supposed to be a literal, isn't it? Isn't this supposed to? Okay, ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to love withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the second blue-green blue of the future. I bath, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light thickens, I thicken back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I like to think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. I also like the poem, even though it's short, it was really to describe it. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, this story isn't about a ghost at all, Red. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her past remaining place of comfort and able to let go of the past and soon to be left with nothing. And that's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Who should I share my poem with next? Let's go with Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't evoke any emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. That's actually, oh my god, I love that. Wait, I actually gotta write to one of my mods. I haven't seen him in like forever. Wait, did he fucking leave? Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits your head. It hits you. so I'm writing to a mod. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end of, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what I mean. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Let's go with Sarari. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Red. Huh? I love it. I know you were such a good writer. Sorry, you must be seriously overacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Your opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a red poem. Oh my god. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. So Sorry hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sorry. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you really are a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Red. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sorry. I'm sure Sorry sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad, I want breakfast. That's so fucking random. So this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, this is just a little bit. Can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better by myself. Don't be mean. Still try my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how I should put it. It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. God damn it. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Which, guess it's only Monica. Okay, hi Red. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah, good. Glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Okay. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Hey, Pixel Monster! Don't worry, Red. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sori would like. Is that so? You and Sori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well... We may be good friends, but Sori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in a different way, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading a poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? That could be. You got a new waifu? Nah, dude. Rem is always my waifu. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying. I thought I was your wife who feels bad, man. Nah, dude. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kind of style, but always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. I see the poem. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Are you guys ready? Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. An ocean neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever. Wait, is there like... There is! Wow! A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Oh god. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. So sleepy. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines, not words, what the fuck. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influenced by my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. You're welcome, buddy. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as is everyone judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Motherfucker. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Saru and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Very smilingly. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism? The symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant that the language, I guess. I was trying to say so. Oh, wonderful. To say something nice. You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I were looking for suggestions, I would ask someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Saru liked it, and Red did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time assessing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Red liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... Oh, you sense up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Red appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. What's going on? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? And that you're that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Red started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turn towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Red? She starts trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this would never happened in the first place. That's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force him to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Red. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Red? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know by writing whoever I agree with. They'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, sorry. Okay. Pixel, what to pick? What should I pick? I don't know what to pick. Should we go with the shy girl or should we go with the cute girl? Should we go with her or her? Big boobs, small boobs. Smart, cute. Or should we just ask for help? Go. Natsuki? Are we going for the cute one? Okay. What is this game? Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I racked my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It's the reader's imagination. Too late, dude. Too late. You already went for the small ones, dude. Let's reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah! It did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. And it looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Saru is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in a surprise. Thanks for noticing. He finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Red. Jeez. Natsuki takes a deep breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sorry, and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. You're actually... Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sorry. I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, sorry. I pat Saru on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? Hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially for you, Red. What? Why me? Why? And to be honest, yeah, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So my journey to the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. Okay. There's still time before we go home, so we all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literally things in the classroom. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book and do something writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. What about what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. It's the most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, sorry. Oh god, my parents are home. Let me just do that and that. Okay, be right back, guys. My parents are home with food. I'm back. Okay, I gotta close up my blinds. To be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if my parents would silently judge me in the background while I play this. Like walking in my room. Well, I'm gonna take off my headphones now so I can hear when they come, so I can yeah, you know, turn it away. Okay. In the end though, Monica's right. Being a literary club means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. But how about, yeah, I'd said the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learn something from my friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poem everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I thought to myself with newfound determination. Red? Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sorry beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sorry and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sorry. About what happened earlier. About what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Red, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone else likes you too. Really likes you too. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sorry still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll see. We'll just have to see what the future. That Sorry girl really likes you, I think. Yeah. What the future holds. Sorry. Alright, Pat. Vel! Vad ska jag? Jag kommer! 2 seconds. Nick. I'm back. I said that more to myself than to her. I said that more to myself than her. But it's easy to say, to use sorry as an internal monologue sometimes. I'm gonna move my mic a bit. Don't go all the way up, please. Okay, I hope this is good enough. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Oh. Oh. Okay, so she likes depression. Okay. Wow, we're just getting... We're just getting all on Yuri and the big boobed. Oh, sorry. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi Red, yo sorry, looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm still not used to you being in the club, that's all. Oh, I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. It's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, sorry? Yeah. Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sorry nervously retrieves her current purse. She fumbles the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, sorry. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you planned to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves you that one option. Ooh, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. At first, it's in the book all the time. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Red to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved in like that. Besides, you should only buy what you can afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just? I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's the fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the retribution. That. God, that. Still coming from you, sorry. Guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sorry knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So the tricked Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, sorry. Crap. Yeah. Ow. What was that? A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in a plastic. So he glances around. Is this a miracle? Because I paid my wrist. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcake. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. And so help me. Sorry, gives a cookie. Jeez, just eat it. God. Sorry, rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sorry claps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours look really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, the beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared one with me. Saru gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Oh, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Saru off of her. Oh, so he leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you see me just do that? Mouthful, Saru throws away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Isn't that like typical anime? The kids, small children. I just smacked my mouth into my second monitor. Yay. Monica, can you tell Sorry? Little glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's my Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't heard either. I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Who do you like the most? No boobs, medium boobs, or big boobs? Oh, that's actually a really good question. So, I personally would go for Yuri here if it was me in this real situation, which is actually what I'm doing in this game as well. And the reason for that is it's kind of weird to say out loud, but I have a thing for shy people. It's kind of weird. I would go, okay, so in order I would go in this, and this. Because the reason why I would have medium boobs, okay, Saruhi, as last, is because I actually have my best friend is exactly like her. So it'd be pretty fucking weird. Excuse me. I'm just eat. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose to club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Ah, well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Ah, that makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I'm aware that you play music as well, Monica. Ah, I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. Wow! That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay. That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Red. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Ah, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. I want to eat some of my dinner. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I just truly sorry, it's mischievous escape. It's bad. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sari somehow already finished her entire cookie. Reached back to her burger and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I'm really curious to talk with you about a little more. At the same time, I feel bad for distracting her from reading. It's a glimpse of the cover of a book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed. Look at me. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Go back. Gotta go get something to drink. Who was my waifu again? Ram from actually don't remember what anime is from. I'll find one. Let's see here. Ram. Anime. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how come you have 2 copies of the same book. Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just wanted to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. Yeah. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What is it about anyway? Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Marco. I watched it till the end. Good anime. Boku no Hero Academia. Boku no Hero Academia. Boku no Pico. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister, but as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. You're not a fan of that sort of thing, right? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. Those are really good fucking comics. Oops. She's just sighing with clothes on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just like that those kinds of stories, they telling you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, or because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again, I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize, I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. when I let things like books or writing fill my thoughts. I use 9anime.to. Let me actually make sure that that is, yeah. Okay, it's 9anime.is. When the things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people, so I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true, in fact. I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you. It's just something that I'm not very used to. Just reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Oh, alright. I opened the book and started the prologue. I don't understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder. Sorry, not particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Using the corner of my eye. Already she's not like looking at her room, but I glance over. It's like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. That's like me, I apologize a lot. Horrible. I mean, yeah, this should work, right? I have my desk until it's up against Yuri's. I have my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Okay, my parents are coming down to sec. Actually, now that we're out here, I actually want to go take a look at the folder. If you guys want to join in. Okay, yeah. Let's see what's in here. Characters. Mac. Yeah, I haven't saved yet. That's right. That's a license. Okay, there's really nothing interesting in here. Oh well. Let's go back. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right arm to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Takes the left arm and holds the left side of the book between the thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. We might get late, boys! That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. And in holding it like this, we huddle even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Hell yeah! It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. I continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turn each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but it kind of reminiscent of your mannerism. You almost played this game for 2 hours. I know, dude. I know. They're kind of actually. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But wait, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with him. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Oh no, I fucked it up. Look at me. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I'm meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying? What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay everyone, I think it's about time we share today's poem with each other. We might not have enough time to wait too long. Is that alright? You were kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. He releases her hand from the book, causing it close on the top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight, or would you prefer if I only read with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first two chapters in your own time. Alrighty then. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book. Then I slip it back into my bag. What's up with Yuri? You're going big boobed. I think what you have written today. Do you like it? Red, how do you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imaginary. You visibly swallows. Well, I'm sorry. PG-13. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. And that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. Probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying that you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. You mean your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share your poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of the night while I was sleeping. Slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by a scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the last time I noticed my strange tendencies. I don't really care enough to read this. I've been more daring with this one more than I can see that. It's more metaphorical. don't know if it's my own fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. A bit closer to my preferred writing style. I'm using a poem as a canvas to express vivid imaginary and imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual habits. And these sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, right? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little thing like that. The best way we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things makes us uncomfortable. After all, I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad they're good. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either. Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Oh my god. Well then, practicing, and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of a Star poem from yesterday. Oh, you think so? Yeah. Fucking hell, dinner. Relatable. Eating dinner while streaming. Hashtag relatable. Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might have been on the same wavelength. But he never really struck me as her type. Sorry, has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around at their weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. What are you eating? I'm eating nuggets, dude. Need some fucking good old nuggets. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, because I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Iggy, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She always talks about spiders. What if her friend starts to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. She's such a bitch! Not bad, right? You're a bitch. Well, it's not safe. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I had to explain it. I'm sure you explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Natsuki, you bitch. You bitch, you. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. I just realized I've been clicking her boobs for a while. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah? She said her poem was about unusual hobbies of hers. Didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. You made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lessons. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions. Conveying emotion is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay, bitch. They're back. Oh, I like this one, right? There's some nice feelings to it. Oh, I'm glad it's still low. It all makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you called me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing bad, then I'll just rather hear. No, I still like this one, I promise. You know I wouldn't lie to you, right? Never ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm just sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh, why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try and keep it in my mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. It's a word for it, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. Aren't you liking something sad, sorry? Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, someone can help give the rain cloud a little hug. It makes make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Red! I should go write that down. You can read my poem now, okay? So long. I don't care. Damn, nuggets sound crisp, dude. I know, right? Crispy as fuck. Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. 2 hours. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. See that? It's almost kind of creepy. Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good. You should be proud of it. Ah, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get it. Don't. You're officially a Doki weeb. Sorry, I always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this one is one of those times. But seeing the passion in your eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Yeah, I'm gonna get something to drink. Just like. Hi again, Red. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with the masterpiece. I'm actually gonna go check something. Because I actually think, okay, Duty Live. So I remember them playing it. Doki. They did 10 episodes, half an hour each. Okay. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Perfect time to. Crisp. Alright. Great job, man. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. Metaphorical. I'm not sure why. Well, I guess I underestimated, yeah. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts. When I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that really likes this kind of reading, right? Mine is full of imaginary symbolism. Like Sorry, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. You really likes to when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of It's very challenging to write like that effectively, of allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. You can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked for that. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about it. You do your thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now, yeah? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do. I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me, the colors won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop, violent, grating, waveforms squeaking, screeching, piercing, sighing. Cousin? Monica is actually pretty kawaii. Yeah, I guess. She actually is, but she's the popular girl. Way out of my league, you know? Tanking. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem, meaningless. Load me. That's kind of disturbing right there. It's very more abstract than your last one, huh? Haha, I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry she didn't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how the space, the words totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote lines makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. I actually think we're gonna end it here. I think we're done. I think this is it. We played for 2 hours straight. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you want to see more, and well, right after this live stream I will actually be streaming some VR chat if you guys want to watch that, so stick around for a while and we will be on VR chat.